Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, J Villain, aka that Villain J, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because we are running some real jank today. I wanted something different today. I wanted to do something very strange and something I hadn't done. Kind of exploring the end of Final Fantasy here. I can't believe we're getting Edge of Eternity so soon, but we've got some real nonsense and kind of out of my comfort zone with equipment. I'm not a big artifact guy, but this is a fun one right here. So this is going to be equipment Rakdos jank combos right here, with some double strike, double attacks, all kind of crazy things here. Rotation proof Rakdos. Here we go. Before we get into it, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you, you're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously attack you and maul you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for our live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube. Both of those places go live. You can hit that bell, be notified, so you never miss a thing. Check out our Discord community for all the latest news, information, post your decks, post memes. All the Edge of Eternity spoilers are up in the Discord. Check us out, join us. And of course, a copy of this crazy ass deck is going to be down below on my AetherHub. So if you want a copy, go right down there. So what are we talking about when we talk about Rakdos equipment jank combos here? Well, there exists a card called Fioran Wild Rose Warrior from Final Fantasy II. And this is where we're going to be using to really push things to a crazy way. There's a couple good Final Fantasy equipment cards. They have a lot of famous equipment, so they really did this. First things first, let's talk about our removal. Post-rotation removal, I'm really pushing Stab and Bitter Triumph. I think these are your friends, going to be best friends for removal post-rotation. Stab is great for anti-aggro, get -2/-2 until the end of turn. That even beats Indestructible, believe it or not. A really good way to pop off in a lot of different ways for instant removal. And Bitter Triumph, I don't mind losing the 3, and I don't mind discarding a card on occasion. That's been my go-to removal for a long time, so if you're looking for a replacement for Go for the Throat or Cut Down, that's what I suggest to you. So we're also going to go with Freya Crescent right here. From one of my favorite Final Fantasy games, Final Fantasy IX, the legendary creature Rat Knight for 1 red, 1/1. She is a Dragoon, so she has the jump ability. She has flying on your turn, and she adds 1 red to activate any cast equipment or activate an equip ability, which is super useful. Early on in the game, she's actually pretty aggressive. Again, adding that flying creature with like a nice, really powerful equipment on her is super good. So I really like this. I used to main her in my party for a long time in Final Fantasy IX. So great little drop right there. Uncommon card. We're also going to go with Rauben, Bull of Almigo. 1 red and 1 ward. Pay life equal to Rauben's power is his ward ability there, which is super useful. Again, if you start equipping him and his power goes up exponentially, really, really good, because then it's like you're going to pay 5, 6, 7 life to remove him. So we're always going to punish people for trying to get him out right away. And then whenever he attacks, we attach up to 1 target equipment you control to target attacking creature. Again, able to instantly equip an equipment to somebody else without paying the cost to anybody who's attacking. Doesn't even have to be him. He can grab it and give it to somebody else. So super cool combo on him right there for the 2/2 human warrior. As far as equipment goes, let's start with the chainsaw. Oh yeah, this has been a go-to equipment of mine for a while. It's actually been becoming more and more useful. The Duskborn Chainsaw. 1 red and 1. It deals 3 damage up to 1 target creature. A lot of times we gotta pop creatures as soon as they come in. Now, let me tell you the fun trick that I do. How do you dual wield chainsaws? Well, we're gonna do it. Whenever 1 or more creatures die, any creature dies, you put a rev counter on the creature. An equipped creature gets +X, where X is the number of rev counters. So the more death that you pull off with this chainsaw, the more creatures that die, the stronger it is. That's why I said, like, if you're going in with a Freya Crescent and a chainsaw who's had 5 things die, you're swinging in as a 6/1. Really, really cool stuff. How do we dual wield the chainsaws? I'm going to tell you in a minute. We're going to get double chainsaws out here. Callous Sellsword is also a great way to explode someone who is holding a big chainsaw. I have done this trick a couple of times, and it's a surprise finisher for us. So Cal Sellsword is 1 black and 1. It is a human soldier. A lot of soldiers and knights and warriors in this deck. This creature enters with a 1/1 counter for each creature that died under your control this turn. Super cool. Not bad. If you've lost a lot of creatures, it comes in with decent, but we don't really want it for that. We want it for burn together. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to any other target, then sacrifice it. Again, a loaded up chainsaw after a full game of stuff dying, it's like a +7. You throw a +7 chainsaw on Raubun and then fling him at your opponent. That's 9 damage right there. You could actually do a lot of damage doing that fling there. Now, I also thought of as well, I like having this X ability to do either the burn together or the creature through the Rakdos, but you certainly could do self-destruct. The self-destruct trick works really good on Screaming Mimi as well. So self-destruct is a great swap-in if you don't want to do Kel Sellsword, you want to do like 50-50, 2 and 2, but both of them are good. I think you need some sort of fling effect, especially when you're loading people up with high-power equipment right there. So that is going to be our 2 drops. Now, let's talk about Fiorian. Very Irish name, or Welsh perhaps. 1 red and 2. Wild Rose Warrior. I wanted to get something with this character because I really like them. Legendary creature, Human Rebel Warrior. 3/3. Equipped creatures you control have haste. Whenever a non-token equipment you control enters, create a token that's a copy of it, except it has this equipment's equip abilities cost 2 less to activate. Sacrifice that token at the beginning of your next upkeep. So what does this mean? Anytime you put down an equipment, you get double that amount, and then it gets sacrificed, okay? You generate the same thing, and then it gets sacrificed. So that means anytime that you play Chainsaw, you get 2 chainsaws. And every time a chainsaw enters, it deals 3 damage to 1 target, and anytime anything dies, guess what? It gets a rev counter. If you put down Fiorian, and then put a chainsaw down right after that, that's 3 damage to 2 creatures. If anybody dies, they each get a rev counter, and then 1 goes away. Then one of the chainsaws is cheaper to equip. It disappears later, but you can equip one of those phantom chainsaws and immediately swing in. You still get the original, but you get double the effect of any entering equipment. This is how we start to push this to the limit here, because any equipped creature is duplicated and has haste. So that is super useful because you can automatically add things. Later in the game, you can immediately equip people to give them haste. But you start combining this with stuff like Ninja Blades that has job select. It immediately comes in and has haste. So you play a Ninja Blades off of a Fiorian. Turn 3 Fiorian, turn 4 Ninja Blades. You get a second one that comes in that immediately has haste. So you get double the amount of attackers. So 1 black and 2, job selected, creates a hero. And immediately attaches to the hero. So that effect goes off. Job select goes off even for the duplicated versions from Rose. Equipped creature gets +1 and is a ninja. Then you swing in. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card, then discard a card. That discard is super useful. So you get a draw card, and then you discard something. They lose life equal to that discard's mana value. You hit enough people with Ninja Blades, shit is bad. It hurts a lot, especially when you're doing this multiple times, hitting them over and over again with the same thing. I like to combine this, if we're going to get real samurai on it, I like to combine it with Samurai's Katana, because this is a 1 red and 2, and it may not be worth it on its own. It creates basically a 3/3 with trample and haste for 3, which is okay. It's no Screaming Mimi. Obviously, Screaming Mimi is the better choice for a 3/3 haste. Doesn't have trample though. But man, when you do it off of Fiora and Wild Rose, do you know what you're doing? You are creating 2 3/3 hastes that swing in on somebody right there. Powerful stuff. Not only that, the token doesn't go away. The token stays forever. It generated a token, so you get a free hero that you can attach stuff to later on. Murasame, you get the Murasame for the Equip 5, which isn't great, but late in the game it is alright to do. But that combination play of doing double the amount and surprising people out with a huge haster is super cool. We also have a Screaming Mimi right here to finish it up, just to punish mono white and other gains on there. We're gonna put pressure on him. We're gonna make him make a lot of bad choices. I mean, you talk about like turn 6 or something like that. Hell, even turn 5 if you have Freya Crescent, Fiorian, you cast on turn 5. You use one of your red mana to cast double the amount of Samurais and a Screaming Mimi. You're going in with 3/3 hasters right out of nowhere. I mean, they just fly at him on turn 5, and then all of a sudden things get real ugly. Super, super jank, super cool, and just nothing anybody is expecting right now. We're going to finish it off with the Genji Glove. 5-drop right here. Equipped creature has double strike, and whenever equipped creature attacks, if it's the first combat phase of the turn, untap it. After this phase, there's an additional combat phase. Ooh, really, really cool stuff with the Genji Glove right here, man. Hard to pull off, okay? It is a little easier to cast at that 5 with Freya Crescent. She makes it a lot more easy to bear because it can come down on 4 and only equip for 2. You could potentially get 2 Genji Gloves with Fury and Wild Rose and only equip it for 1. So you could get Genji Glove off earlier, but if you have a flying creature, something like Screaming Mimi, giving Screaming Mimi something like Screaming Mimi with haste and double strike, ooh, man, it is not good. It is a big, big hit right there that they're going to have to deal with. Anytime you're giving somebody double strike and an extra combat, it's an ugly, ugly hit right there. So that's what we're going to be running. This is going to be rotation proof. That is why this land base is a little weird right here. We're running 8 swamps, 8 mountains, 4 Blazemire Verges, and of course a Raucous Theater for the Surveil, and a Restless Vent. You could certainly run more Raucous Theaters because they are swamp mountains. They do help with the Blazemire Verges because they count for that. But this is 100% rotation proof, so I don't want to suggest you any lands that aren't going to work ideally with this. We look at the creatures. We have 18 creatures: humans, knights, rebels, soldiers, spirits, and warriors. 8 instants, 12 artifacts, 22 lands on a 2.3. Don't worry about that too much. It's a little. You could throw in an extra land if you want to, if you're droughting. I'm running 60 cards. But you could certainly throw in another Fiorian if you have it. You could certainly throw in another Raucous Theater in case you're droughting a lot right there. 61 is not bad. It's my 1 card for good luck. Now, the fun thing about this deck is that you can do a lot of stuff just for funsies. You can add whatever you want to double right here. Double the Black Mage's rods and then start throwing, extra spells at them with your Black Mages. Double the amount of Dark Knight Greatswords that you have. Boom, look at that. You don't even need to pay any cost. You can just immediately equip 2 Greatswords to something like Freya Crescent and swing in for 7, This trick is super useful. We already talked about self-destruct for blowing up somebody that has a huge chainsaw on there. Chainsaw is great with any kind of explosion because as the game goes on and more creatures die, and a lot of creatures die in games, you can just equip a +7 or a +8 chainsaw to someone and fling it at your opponent. So self-destruct is super useful on that. Leyline Axe, I know a lot of people are going to ask, why no Leyline Axe? Sure, it just never is in my opening hand. It is great when you start with it and it pops right down. You get that double strike and it's easy to equip and all that. But I'm never that lucky. So you could certainly try it. As far as other removals go, I do like Nowhere to Run for getting rid of Hexproof and killing stuff at instant speed with this enchantment. Strategic Betrayal you might need for Graveyard removal to go against a lot of the top meta decks. Graveyard and Sacrifice is super good for that. And I was not brave enough to put Gilgamesh in this. He is a very late game guy. He is super cool. That's a picture of him right there as he's doing his thing. But Gilgamesh could absolutely be a game changer with this one. Another human samurai here. 2 red and 4. When he enters or attacks, you look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may put any number of equipment cards and run them onto the battlefield. Put the rest in the bottom of your library. Whenever you put one or more equipments, you attach them to any samurai. So he could get all the equipment. He could also attach them to these other samurai. If you have Fiorian into a Gilgamesh, I think you're doing crazy stuff. I think you're potentially putting down a Ninja Blades, a Samurai's Katana, and double the chainsaws, and you're doubling each of these. I think that's pretty wild, but you gotta wait for turn 6 to do it, and maybe you're dead by then. I don't know. Are you brave enough to try the Gilgamesh Fiorian Wild Rose combo? Give it a shot. This is the Black Rose. I hope you like it. Really jank. I don't really mess with equipment too much, and I wanted to challenge myself to do something, and we ranked up in Diamond pretty good. I wasn't mad at it. So let's get into it, guys. The Black Rose. Here we go. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Where are you headed, man? You're not going anywhere. It's unranked. That's what I don't understand. Why put all that fucking effort into fucking no rank? Take it off road, man. Try it. I don't know why there was this, if you're going to play fucking serious, get serious, bro. It's at least play for some sort of it's for no stakes. It's literally for no stakes. You could play as many unranked games as you want all day, every day. It doesn't matter. Why would you spend 30 minutes on getting one unranked win? I don't understand it. Other than you just enjoy that, and that kind of shit, just you like frustrating people. That could be the reason. It could be, you know, people like that. Steak. No steaks. This is gonna be Ermagerd, Invasion of Ermagerd. Or Kermagerd or Ermagerd. Invasion of Ermagerd. This is the dinosaur ramp, I think. If I remember correctly. There's Robin Albobbin. Okay. Yeah, this is dinosaur ramp. Dinosaur ramp. Or dinosaur reanimator at the very least. He can bring back Vaultborn. Who's he gonna bring back? Okay. He'll flip Ermagerd. Ermagerd and Verger. Resentful Revelation right there. Uh-oh. That was a bad idea. Can never gain life ever again. For as long as he lives. Katana. Rev. Collector's Vault. I think he's kind of screwed here, right? There we go. Oh, well, it worked. It worked, guys. let's go for it. Let's put down Almigo. Swing it in. We'll bring out Wild Rose and maybe double shock on him. Okay, so we'll Wild Rose him in, and then we'll shotgun. We'll chainsaw him. Do. Okay. Let's do that. Whoop. Pop. Whoop. Pop. Alright, how do we activate? That's a 3, that's 2 less. Put you on there. And we'll go in. I was able to get 1 collector booster, yes. Hey, what's up, Shinigami? Okay, Genji Glove. Shoot. Okay, you know what? Let's put out Genji Glove right now. Can't really do anything with it, but we can activate it next turn. Alright, that's good stuff. We can do this. That. Okay, there we go. All right. That worked. Yeah, the opening of the collector boosters on my second channel, by the way. I bet you didn't even know I had a second pack opening channel, did you? I like that. That worked good. Quadruple strike glove. Yeah, I know. Yikes. I think I got to mulligan that. May have to mulligan that one. I'll take it. It's not great. 3.6 Roankin. Morning, can you say what the strategy of your deck is? Thank you. Very formal. We have Rakdos kind of equipment nonsense deck here. Is what it is. It's kind of just a very janky equipment deck. For your convenience. Landfall right now. We don't have any removal, which is very bad. especially against landfall. They're gonna get you real good if you don't have removal, and he's gonna get me real spicy. Fjorn, Wild Rose, okay. Landfall's the new aggro and probably will remain so for a while now. By the way. See that? No removal, you die instantly. Yeah, I got it for MSRP. I got it for flat MSRP. It did not cost me an arm and a leg. Snow bought it for me. She found it at a store just for MSRP. I didn't get any good pulls. Unfortunately, I did not get any good pulls off of it, but I got one. I didn't get anything crazy. But I did in fact get one. At a place called Second and Charles, it's a bookstore that sells some Magic cards. Let's put down a cell sword. Yikes! Reanimator. I got no reanimation here. Let's go with Camerized Satana right there. Camerize Satana. So let's do this. Let's go in again. I'm waiting for him to do some kind of crazy reanimator here, I suppose. Night Watch. Okay. That. We're gonna say pay 3 life. Yeah, I was hoping to get something good, at least a Chocobo. But I did not in fact get Chocobo. Fast forward you. There we go. Yeah, that was a chungus of a deck right there. That was a fucking huge reanimator. Dun, dun, dun. Good game, he said. He said good game. He said it's Jover. He said you can't even win. My infinite style technique is impossible to penetrate. Impissable. Magitech infantry. My turn. Bunny corn. A little bit of bunny and a little bit of corn, guys. That's what it takes. Snow Angel. I get it. Let me do that for you. There we go. Yeah. Horn of the Inner Sky. Do it. Boom, boom. Samurai's katana. Charge. Oh, he's got a removal for it. Gives me 3 life right there. That sucks. I need another creature to come down. Is Chainsaw rare? Yeah, it's a rare card. It's a rare card. Screaming Mimi. Oh, this is where the fun begins. Hopefully he doesn't get a removal. He's gonna search for a Magitech. Let's do this. Go in for 7. Go in. He's gonna block it for 4 damage. I think it'll go nuts. Oh, there we go. We're doing all right. We're doing stuff. Yikes. No red. That's a little better. It's not great. Could even say it's 3.6 Roentgen. Oh, what are we throwing away here? Restless Vents, I walk alone, I think. Let's do this. He'll probably kill him. Another shotgun deck. Another total fucking denial deck. Another total denial. Total denial. They love these. Let's drop a Bull of Almigo. Raucous Theater, boom. Genji Glove, ugh, we don't need that yet. That's kind of a dupe card. Okay, put that down. Probably more kill. Oh, Kit Katana he's gonna get rid of. Probably more kill. These are very, very popular nowadays, as I've said multiple times. These just rip it all down. Rip it all down. That's what they want to do. They don't want you to have anything. They don't want you to have not a thing. They're going to discard as much as they can, and they're going to remove as much as they can. What do you want to guess that he's gonna play a removal? What's the odds on for that? Oh my goodness! How could I have ever known that? That's crazy. I would have. How did I guess? That's wild. Wow, how could I have guessed that he was going to play a removal? Who would have thought? You think he'll play another one, guys? Oh my goodness, a removal card? Oh my god, wow, I would have never thought he was going to do that. I would have never in a million years thought he was going to play a removal, guys. I'm shocked right now. Do you think he'll play a removal this turn? What do you think? Thank you for coming, Chris. Oh my goodness, another removal. Oh wow, I'm blown away here, guys. This is a really interesting strategy. Hold on, do you think he'll hit another removal here? I don't know. I don't know, you think he'll hit a removal? Oh my goodness, a kill card. Oh my goodness. Wow. Amazing stuff. So far, that has been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 removals. There's Rush of Dread. Very good stuff right there. Good stuff. Good stuff. Alright, we'll go one more on him. We'll see if we can keep winning. I need some water real bad, though. We got some wins with it in ranked. We're 4-3 in ranked, which is not terrible. Pretty good opener here. Pretty good opener here. I'll keep it. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum. Crads. Crads in the place that you work. No matter what, I'm going to kill that thing. I'm either going to hit it with stab or chainsaw, whichever one you want. It's going to happen. So next turn, we'll put down Raban, Bull of Almigo. Bekos, Taker of Life Scores. Okay, pretty dramatic name there. Yawgmoth, Praetor. Ooh, we have an opportunity to do something silly. Almigo. Do Aruba, Bahama, Baby 101. Largo, Almigo. I got too many Freyas. He's gonna lose life on that one. Restless Vents, I walk alone. Let's see what he does here. Removal? I got a million of these ladies. Blood Pit Stroner. Stun. Okay. I'm gonna stab him. Okay, that was his turn with playing a removal card. We'll play a Freya Crescent. He's got something in his hand. What's he got that's an instant? A counterspell? There you go. If that's a removal, I'm gonna be pissed. No, it's gonna be that. Bango. Okay. Uh-oh. Looks like we got him. 12 banger. There we go. Got silly with it. Got very silly. You know we like to get silly. Le chant. We are currently in ranked. We did worse in unranked, by the way, guys. We did terrible in unranked. As soon as we went into ranked, we started beating people's ass. We're currently 5-3 in ranked, which is perfectly fine. We're doing good. Which is just silly nonsense. We love silly nonsense. Chumping flash. I'd love to go first one of these times, though. That'd be really good. I think I've been on the fucking draw 80 bajillion times, I think, is what I'm counting here. Yeah, I've been on the draw 9 times. The Iron Crag. This is a ramper, I believe. Genji Love. This is going to be a ramper to something huge. Hopefully we'll be able to pull up on him. Samurai's Katana, because I know he's got a counterspell in there. We'll go in. Do this. We'll do nothing. It's a mid-0. Spring-loaded Saw Trap. Who gets it? He's got to pay life. That's okay. Sacrifice, gain 3 life, and draw a Crad. Okay. Perilous Snare. Artifacts. Alright. Okay. And he said no thank you. He said Screaming Mimi. That's no good. Should we go for the fucking crown right here, guys? Should we go for the crown? The Crown Royale. Hey, look at that. Manifold Mouse. And now we're only 1,000 away, so we can draft. Crown Royale time. Oof, that is not a great... That's not a great hand. It's not a good opener right there. Okay, that works better. We'll drop... No, we'll drop Callus, actually. Raucous Theater. We'll do Crescent into Raucous. Alright, so we'll do... Crescents. No. Bop. Yes, we do need a mana. We'll do this. We're gonna bop you real quick. I think we got enough suppression here that we're gonna be okay. Hawk to it. Wild Rose. So we're gonna put down Fiorin, Wild Rose. Ping him for 1. Boom. Hopefully they don't shelter me. That's my biggest issue. I don't want them to shelter me. Did that happen to you again? Did that happen to you, Zaveritz? Because I had that happen to me. I got salt roped, well, by a control player. I got just fucking dragged for no reason. I don't know why. That was what I was scared of. Out of everything that we could have possibly have happened, that's what I was terrified of. And it came to pass. And we don't have a mana. Now we don't have a mana. And there's nothing I can do. That's what I was scared of. That's the number 1 card I was fucking terrified of. And they hit it. Warren Warleader. He's gonna pump. Yeah, we're fucked on that. We're fucked on all of this. The one fucking card that I said I'm scared to death of that card. I specifically said that. Doesn't matter. We're dead. Slow mana and nothing there. So the one thing that I said was going to block us from the crown was going to be that bucking card right there, and it popped. So we will. Green has been 2-a-days, man. Just in the gym constantly, just fucking lifting. Just lifting, bro. Insane. I'm excited for it. Green's biggest issue is that there's a lot of removal, but we're getting rid of go for the throat and cut down, so maybe it'll be a little bit less so. But green is very vulnerable to removal, so. Clanging and banging. Hell yeah. Boom. Boom. Blue rats with threshold, that's true. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Boom. Double chainsaw. I like the double chainsaw. Boom. Gets a rev counter. Yeah, the double chainsaw is very good. I like that. With recursion until rotation, the removal doesn't feel so bad, and there's a lot of tokens you can generate, even though digging the landfall removal eventually. Yeah, true. True. Vaultborn Tyrant may be the best card. It is somehow finds a way into a lot of it's kind of, would you say that it's your signature card, Trex? I feel like it finds a lot of, if it'll find its way into a lot of your decks. I feel like it does. Let's be honest. I feel like it finds its way in there a lot. I didn't say not for a good reason. I just said it's in there a bunch. There we go. Destroy target tapped creature. Can he kill Freya? Can he kill Freya? That's the question. That's the question. To be or not to be? That is the question. No, he cannot kill Freya. Alright. There you go. Oh, I just realized I don't have my water. I like it. I think it's fucking crazy. I think it's crazy enough to work. I think it is a bit nuts. But we'll leave it right there for you. I gotta get rid of Cloud off this one and put Katana guy in. Not Cloud. What's his name? Squall. Yeah. Thank you all for coming, guys. I've been Jay Villainy. You've been great. We had a small stream tonight. We'll see you tomorrow. Adios. Good night.